A true Renaissance man known as Fresh Frank, Frank Rice's extraordinary talents didn't just play out on the football field. After a career-ending injury, it was his business acumen that helped him transition into a successful business owner. So welcome, Frank Rice. Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good, pretty good.
Why was being an entrepreneur such a passion for you?
My dad instilled it into me. Seeing him come from working in Alpha Beta every day, getting up in the morning and then going and doing his real estate and making sure that we were all taken care of, it kind of drove me to be like him. He was my idol growing up. You know, just seeing the flexibility of owning your own business, kind of being able to do what you want to do, not having nobody tell you what to do, and still being able to generate an income for your family and support your family was very appealing to me.
What was Alpha Beta? Was that his primary job? So that was...
Yeah, Alpha Beta was a grocery store that he started at, and he started from there and then kind of just grew into really his own enterprise, his own company. Mm-hmm. And so he started with one Popeyes in Los Angeles and ended up, with 5 of them.
Why do you think African Americans should think about owning a franchise versus starting another type of business?
A franchise, it allows you to have support when you're running a business. A lot of us don't know exactly what to do when you get into a business, and so a lot of businesses fail within their first year. But a franchise brings just a major amount of support the first year, years after, and they continue to grow and develop the business.
Because there's already the brand recognition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it something, owning a franchise, something you started while you were still in the NFL, or was it something you did after your career?
It's kind of both. My dad, he started the business, and then after my career ended, I kind of transitioned back into helping him, kind of develop the business. And so, during me playing football, I wish I would have actually did more to get more stores, And so that's one of the things now that I like to talk to, guys going into the NFL and getting these big contracts. If you can team up with 1, 2, maybe 3 guys, own a store in your neighborhood, own a store somewhere, and then we have more black-owned businesses, and then we have guys just, really helping out the communities with jobs and everything.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about being a franchisee? Because I've always heard that it's expensive depending upon what the franchise is. If it's, say, a very large, well-recognized burger chain, that costs a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Do you have to, as a franchisee, put that money up front, or do you get loans for that? Or how can, like, an ordinary person become a franchise owner?
Well, you have to have some money in order to do it. I would say between $50,000, $100,000, and it really doesn't matter how you get it. I think, my dad started, my grandmother, my other grandmother, a cousin here, kind of put everything together in one pot and worked it out. And so, however you can, get that, but they want to see, at least you have some type of money in your account to support the business, at the start.
And just for our audience, can you just talk a little bit about your various business ventures?
I've actually ventured out of Popeyes, and I'm owning a Louisiana fried chicken franchise, and I'm trying to start and brand and build kind of not sort of in the model of Popeyes. We're our own brand, but we want to build the brand and make it better. And so I'm doing that right now. I'm part of the NFL Players Association. I'm the vice president of the LA chapter. Okay. I'm just trying to really help the youth out here in Los Angeles and be a part of trying to help our communities grow.
Are there things from football that prepared you to run a successful business?
Absolutely. I think the major thing is the discipline to stay in the business. When I played, I never missed a day of work. And if you were 5 minutes early, you were late. Some people say, well, I'm sick, I can't come to work. Well, you don't realize that as a business owner, now I have to work. Yep. Now I have to pay somebody else. And it's all other kind of things that just trickles down when one employee doesn't do what they're supposed to do. And in the football world, you can't do that. If you miss a day of practice, you're cut.
Was the transition difficult from football to owning your own business?
Actually, it wasn't for me because I kind of grew up in it. I always tell people me and my sister slept on a flower in the back of the store when we were little kids, and my brother worked, my mother worked, my dad worked, and he, really brought me along and groomed me along the way, how to be professional, how to be a businessman, and how to, really stand up and be an example, in the communities and at the job place. My dad always tells me, don't let nobody outwork you. Nobody. And that even went with football. Nobody is going to outwork you. You be the hardest worker wherever you're at, and, you'll be okay.
But you also do do a lot of work in the community, as you said, talking to young people. Have you hired any of those young people?
Absolutely, and I kind of start with my family because, I have family that are not as successful as I am or didn't have the father in their life that I had. And so I try to grab some of them, but I absolutely recruit, especially young black men. I want to help mentor them. They need us, especially us that have been to college, have success and can kind of show them, hey, I kind of look like you. I'm not all old. I can relate to everything that's going on in your life. And, I can still show you how to be professional. Everybody doesn't have to play sports, but you have to make a living in your life and you have to do a good job at whatever it is you're doing. And so I'm currently actually mentoring, 2 young guys that's in my store right now.
Nice.
And, I'm trying to, get them to be, the greatest young men that they can be.
And hopefully own their own franchise.
Absolutely.
And are your kids working with you now?
My daughter is 7 months old.
Okay, maybe not.
And she's there
She's there.
all the time. Yes.
When she's 2, she's
gonna be
at
working.
you're on the fryer.
She's gonna
Right.
be working.
Don't drop no Cheerio.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Good luck to you. And keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you. Join the conversation using #ExhaleT.